Hi, I'm Donna Jordan from Jordan Fabrics. You may have seen our last video where we made a couple of wall hangings.
We hope you enjoyed learning how to make the diamond cluster wall hanging.
And we took the scraps that we got while we were making it. And I'm going to save these guys because we're going to have a fair amount of them, and we will stitch those up later and make something when we're all done with the wall hanging. And made some bonus projects. So we had a lot of comments from people saying, show us how to make those. So I'm going to show you how to make this really nice table runner.
Wait a minute, that's my project.
I'm just introducing the video.
But I was going to do the introduction.
You're going to be in the video later.
Hold on. Hi, I'm Monica Jordan from Jordan Fabrics. Let's make a table runner. So for this project, we're using 5-inch squares. We have these already cut out here. This runner just takes 3 fabrics, and you need twice as many lights as you do your 2 darks. I have some fabrics from the French General collection by Moda. Mom is using a really cute Americana line from Penny Rose. Super sweet. So the first step is we're going to mark the backs of our light squares.
Now, if you want to make the size we are making, you'll need 24 light squares and 12 of your other 2 colors. You can make this runner any length. Mine will come out about 41 inches long. So we're going to mark the back right along the diagonal. I like to use a pencil and just do a light line. Then we're going to stitch on both sides of the line.
Okay, so now we're going to sew our lights to this print and our lights to our other print. So we're going to take the first print, right side facing up, grab one of our lights here, and line it up on top. And then we're going to sew a 1/4 inch away on each side of our drawn line. And you can use your presser foot to measure that. So I'm going to have my presser foot right up against my drawn line. And you're just going to stitch. Snip it off. And then I like to turn it around. And then we're going to sew on the other side with the presser foot right up against our drawn line there. Here. So our presser foot is a 1/4 inch, but yours isn't necessarily. So you might want to just double check that measurement. Okay. And so you're going to sew a light block on top of all of these squares, both of your other dark prints.
I like to chain piece. I think it's a little bit faster because I don't have to snip every time between the squares. So I've just got them all stacked up. And I'm going to stitch down one side of all of these blocks, then I'm going to turn the whole thing around and stitch down the other side. Then I will snip the threads.
So the next step is just to give your squares a little press, just to make sure your seams didn't pucker up the fabric at all. And now we're going to cut along our drawn line. So, lay out your square, put your ruler over the top. We have this nice line to follow. And we're just going to cut right along our line there. And grab our other square. And so you're going to cut all of the squares that you just sewed right down the middle, and then we'll move on.
Now we just have to iron all of the squares flat. I like to put the light on the bottom and peel this open and press a little with my hands, then press with the iron. That way this line stays nice and straight and you don't get it bowed and the corners the whole way, even in the corners, will stay facing the right way. So put the light on the bottom, peel it open, and kind of press with your hands till it's flat, not stretched, then iron. That way your squares are nice and square and nice and precise.
Okay, so the next step is to trim off our dog ears on all of our squares here. So you just take your scissors and you just carefully cut off one side and then cut off the other side. And we're going to do that with every square that we just sewed. Now it's time to lay out our squares. So it's time to make our layout of our squares, and you just start making your chevron pattern, and it can get messed up. That's okay. You'll be able to tell if you're getting the right pattern or not. Let's see.
The chevron is not the only pattern you could do with these half square triangles. We just thought it made a really, really nice focal point of the middle of the runner. So I'm going to lay out these dark ones first because that's the easiest way for me to see if I'm doing it correctly. Then I'll add the top and bottom pieces.
We're starting to see that chevron shape taking form here as we get our blocks laid out. And those colors look really nice together. So just keep laying your blocks out until you have your whole runner. We have our blocks all laid out. We love the way it looks. So we're ready to pick up our blocks, sew them into rows, and sew the rows together. So let's get started.
Now, to keep all the pieces in order, I like to pick them up like this, but I've had a lot of practice, so I'm not going to get them out of order. You might want to take a picture of the whole layout before you start sewing. Then you can always refer to that if you're not sure if you're sewing them in the right order.
Our runners are finished. We have two different colorways and they just turned out so cute and awesome. We did a flip finish, so we didn't add binding to either one, just a simple flip finish, and then to quilt them, we just did a stitch in the ditch, as you can see.
So what happens on the back is it makes these parallel zigzag lines, and when you're quilting it, because this is just on my regular machine, it's not on the long arm, all the quilting is done along the bias grain. So it's really, really easy to quilt it that way because it doesn't tend to pull like it might if you're using your normal machine. The runners turned out about 16 by 49 inches, and this is one of the fastest projects we've ever made. Really, really fun. We're having another giveaway. This time you could win this beautiful Kansas Troubles log cabin quilt with the flying geese border. This was really fun to make, and it's a nice oversized throw. So to enter, you just go to our website and click the button that says giveaway, and we will have a link in the description below. Good luck.
Thanks for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed learning how to make these awesome chevron runners.
Happy quilting.